I got kicked off the stream! We're almost there, though. We've won. We've done it! Finally, motherfuckers! I wish we could have seen the whole thing, but unfortunately... But we did it! Haha, we've done it! And the final Coil of Bahamut is complete. Let's roll on the loot and get the fuck out of here. Body gear, and a tablet of aiming. We did it. We finally did it. I wish we could have had this whole entire battle streamed, but it got kicked. I got kicked off at the last minute.
Nice job.
There's one more thing we're looking for. Are we gonna roll on the loot or what?
My spear.
Who cares? It's not important. Let's go home. Frickin'. Who called dibbed on the song? We finally did it.
You did it.
Yep, we did it.
But one task remains.
Finish it.
With this last coil disabled, there shall be naught left to bind Bahamut to this world. His beloved children will finally know peace.
And that does it. The final coil is complete. Bahamut is no more.
'Tis done. He is truly gone. You knew, didn't you? You knew what Grandfather had become.
I was not certain, but from all I had gleaned, it seemed a distinct possibility. The scene people describe of the Battle of Cartano was one of unimaginable devastation, and 'tis through the combined prayers of the desperate and an abundant source of ether that primals are born. I merely put two and two together.
And
You
consider
knew.
that a sufficient explanation?
You knew, motherfucker!
Well, however you stumbled across your theory, 'twas this revelation that made you wary of my attachment to Grandfather. You feared that in my obsession I would fall under his primal sway. Is that why you decided to join us? To pull me back should I show signs of wavering?
Pray forgive me, sister. I wished only to protect you. Yet I see now that I needn't have doubted the strength of your conviction. May I ask you a question? What do you now intend to do with the truth you have uncovered?
Which particular truth was that, brother? The fact that desperate prayer gave rise to the primal phoenix? That this new god was responsible for setting Eorzea on the path to rebirth? Should such a tale become common knowledge, people would soon offer up their prayers in earnest. They would
Don't suppose you want to run it again?
I'll probably run it tomorrow, but we'll see.
Yet as you and I know all
Actually,
too
I
well,
will run it
the
tomorrow.
act of calling forth this savior would do more harm to the land than good.
Actually, I will do it tomorrow,
We cannot
but...
encourage such worship for this very reason. A grandfather forced to return as an ether-draining primal would undo all that he had worked to protect. Your abiding love for him was the key that unlocked the truth of the calamity. But keys may also serve to seal doors that were best left unopened. Let your love now guide your actions, and lock away deep inside the fate of both Grandfather and Bahamut.
Fear not, Alphino. I understand what must be done. The realm need not know the truth for it to be saved. That the Elder Primal is banished, to return no more. That is enough.
Good for you, Alice.
Let us make our way back to the surface. Poor Oriange must be beside himself with worry.
I'm sure he is. Well, victory dance time, motherfuckers. Feels so good to have that again. Alice's path. And here we are again. After that descent into darkness, the desolation of northern Thanalan seems paradisial. As promised, I shan't reveal the truth of the calamity to a single soul. However, the nations of Eorzea will require certain assurances that the threat of a new primal is gone. Kept in the dark overlong, 'tis only a matter of time before they seek answers of their own accord. Let us recommend that the fragments of Dalamud are sealed off, that the truth may rest undisturbed. But first, we must go and report to Oriange. It would not do to keep him in suspense. I dare say we shall find him pacing up and down at the cerulean processing plant. I need to check something. Before I continue on to this, finish up this story, the storyline, there's one thing I have to do. Alright. Now we can actually finish this live stream and this story arc in one fell swoop. Ah, the warrior of light returneth undimmed from the depths of darkness. By thy triumphant bearing, I take it thou hast succeeded in thy mission, and yet thou art alone. Mistake me not, dear friend. Full glad am I of thy safe return. But where, pray, are Master Alphino and Mistress Elise? Right behind me.
Here, my friend.
Oh, here, my friend. Forgive us our lateness. We took the scenic route.
Bahamut is no more. The realm is safe.
By the heavens, look at you! What horrors your young eyes must have seen! What suffering your young bodies must have borne! Pray tell me, where are you hurt? Your wounds must needs be cleansed and dressed at once. I shall make you for you a poultice which draweth thou.
Be at ease, my friend. We are hale and whole, I assure you. We took a few minutes, but the worst of our hurts are healed. I believe we have grandfather to thank of that.
Master Louisoix. Then you met with him once more. But wherefore should Bahamut's thrall seek to ease your suffering?
I promise to reveal all to you in due course. But first, there is a matter which requires our immediate attention. Now that Bahamut is defeated, we deem it best to bar entry to all the fragments of Dalamud. To this end, we will convince the nation's leaders that the danger is past, and invite their cooperation in ensuring that the fragments are never again disturbed. Come, let us depart and seek an audience with them forthwith.
A moment, sister. You need not burden yourself with this task. Urianger and I will more than suffice. Might you not take this opportunity to rest? The gods know you have earned it.
But I am fine, brother. Besides, you have been through as much as I have. Oh, I see now. You would play your game of diplomacy and wish me out of the way.
No, naught could be further from the truth, Alice. My lady, 'tis mine earnest belief that your brother hath your best interest at heart. You have more than done your part, and he desireth but to relieve you of a burden he might easily bear alone. I have some experience with dealing with in treating with dignitaries, you must allow. And as you never fail to remind me of my fondness for diplomacy, I feel it only right that I remind you of your aversion to it. Then it is settled. Orianger, pray make arrangements for a chocobo carriage. The ride should give us ample time to prepare our story. Alfino! Though our paths are different, we share the same goal, do we not? But of course, dear sister, that which we have just achieved together stands as a testament to that fact. Whatever path we choose to take, our hearts shall ever lead us to the same end. Of that, I am certain.
Thank you. There is a place that I would visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? But first, I do believe a change of garments is in order. It won't take a moment.
The burning wall.
The landscape is the same. Of course, there is no reason that it would be otherwise. Though it would be poetic for the fragments to magically disappear, I am well aware that they shall remain long after you and I are gone. The world may change irrevocably, but life shall ever go on. Let us take a closer look, shall we? I have no doubt that Alfino will do an admirable job concealing the truth of the calamity. And such truth as were revealed in those dark depths shall never see the light of day. I myself agreed that it must be so. But the thought that the people of Eorzea shall forever remain ignorant of their savior, of your deeds, the injustice of it is almost too much for me to bear.
Don't worry about it.
How typical of you, Chris. Ever the hero. Even so, I cannot deny that I feel better for your reassurance. But I want you to know that I will never forget. You are the one who freed Grandfather's soul and saved Eorzea from Bahamut's wrath. And though these great deeds will never be remembered in song, their consequences will be felt forevermore by every soul who calls this realm home. Yes, this spot will do. For Grandfather, Nael, and the dragons of Mericidia, for all those who were taken by the calamity. At long last, our struggle with Bahamut is over. The realm, given new life through the prayers and sacrifices of countless souls, may look to a brighter tomorrow. When the dust of our adventure has settled, I shall embark on a journey. I mean to find my own reason to fight for Eorzea. And when I do, I will fight with all my being. You have done so much for me, Chris. One day I hope to be able to repay you in kind. I have no doubt but that you will continue to help those in need, and grow ever stronger in so doing. I shall endeavor to do the same. And if the 12 are kind, I hope one day to become Eorzea's sword in the darkness, as you are. Come what may, you may rest assured that I will not be outdone by Alfino.
Good luck with that.
When next we meet, I promise that I will not disappoint you. Till that day, fare you well, my friend, and thank you from the bottom of my heart.
And with that, we go our separate ways. An achievement unlocked. Uncoiled. So, let's take a quick teleport over to New Gridania. See if we can't get something out of this. In fact, I was getting tired of listening to that music anyway. And of course it's raining in Gridania. Let's go through achievements. Got. Whew. Man, it's been a long and grueling journey. Alright. The wind-up Louis is finally mine. Alright, so that, as they say, is that. So now we only have one last thing to do before we move on to the final patch of A Realm Reborn. But first, let's, since we just got this minion, let's take a look at it. Where is it? It's not there. Wind up Furion, wind up Lord of Light, Kane, Shantono, Minfilia, Thancred, Alphino. Wind up Halshafont, Sid, Nanamo. There he is. When asked why the Goldsmiths Guild began manufacture of the wind-up delivery Moogle before even drawing up designs for their wind-up Louisoix, the single greatest hero in the history of history, Guildmaster Serendipity, he replied, "Moogles are cuter." And look at that. And Clem's stalking my live stream as usual. Oh, he tries to cast a nice a nice force field. But anyway, we've got one last thing to do tonight. Do I have enough time to do it? You know what? I don't think I have enough time to do it, really. But you may rest assured that that will be taken care of tomorrow in earnest, as well as another run of Binding of Final Coil, because that was just fun. But yeah, that's it for this Coil run. And I just want to say again, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to everyone who joined me throughout these Coil runs, because it really, really helped me out to finally finish this. And I really appreciate everything. I wish we could have just gotten the whole thing in one fell swoop, but things happen, and I don't know, the live stream kind of cut out there. But anyway, we're gonna be, you know what, I might do this particular raid. I'm not sure. I'll figure that out when we get to it. But until then, Crusnik X out.